Well, hello to you little horror freaks out there. Yes, if you're here for the spoiler discussion of this sequel to a slasher movie, I know you're one of those freaks who just love to know all the nitty-gritty details about horror movies, about slashers, and specifically all we can talk about in the spoiler discussion for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, I have seen the movie. My traditional review is on this channel. You guys can watch it. That is spoiler free. So if you, again, have not seen the movie or you are not ready to be spoiled, don't tune into this video. It's coming out after the movie came out. I am going to get into details. I'm going to talk about it. So make sure you guys have seen it. There is a lot to spoil. For a movie that I was not prepared to be amazed that there are so many spoilers. There's more spoilers in this movie than the new Superman movie. I cannot believe that, but yes, we're going to get into a frank kind of stream of consciousness, not as polished, not as organized as my traditional reviews. We're just going to get into my crazy feelings on I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What are you waiting for?
We have Helen Shivers' ghostly return. We have Carla in that post-credit scene. Yes, give me Brandy. When they made that joke about the Bahamas, and I'm like, if that's the only reference, if we're just going to get Ray going, just for reasons I'm not going to get into, we're not going to talk about the Bahamas. That is not a good idea. I thought that was it. I thought that was it for Brandy and Carla. I just thought that was it. And I was so happy when they just gave us this amazing post-credit scene, which gives me sequel vibes. I knew we were going to probably, if this does well, want to keep continuing on. But we have a killer on the loose. We have Julie James recruiting Carla to help out maybe these other two girls, helping out Danica and Ava. Holy smokes, we are in a great spot. But the craziest part of this, a lot of people are gonna just go nuts about, is Ray is one of the killers. I know there is going to be some traditional, especially those Freddie Prinze Jr. diehards that are not happy about this. Honestly, I like it. I think we'll get into the whole Ray thing first and foremost. I think it is so interesting to make him the killer. I have long been one of those people that wants Sidney Prescott to snap, go crazy, and start killing people, and then we're revealing her as Ghostface. I've long said maybe the trauma of going through multiple slasher events would turn you into a crazy person. This movie captures that and gets into it. Just the way PTSD has manifested in Julie to kind of want to educate, want to help people out, and the way that Ray has just buried it and has made him a evil, disgusting person. It's crazy. It's great. I mean, maybe evil and disgusting is a bit extreme, but no, honestly, by the end of this movie, I don't like him. He's about to frame Julie. He's about to kill this girl. He loses some of the cool points, but again, I like that. I have no problem. Maybe it's not my, I love I Know What You Did Last Summer, but these aren't my care. Who cares? It's a movie. I had fun with it. I really thought making Ray this kind of twisted version of himself and the way it played out, and I was definitely being able to put the pieces together. I loved it. I thought that was great. I thought that was interesting. It shocked me, but it wasn't shocking. It's this weird thing where I'm like, oh, that's happening. I saw that, but good job, guys. I was really, really impressed with that. Watching, Ray have to help Stevie out, who he has connections with, and, he's pissed that the town has continuously buried what they happened to them and ignored it, and Julie's like, yes, we need to move past it. I love the joke at the end where the girls were like, wow, if men would have just went to therapy, we could have avoided a lot of this. And truly, what a great little message to walk away from. That Ray thought he was doing good by helping Stevie get revenge on these people because he saw the damage that happened to him. There's layers to it, and I thought that was interesting, and it made a fun killer reveal. It made something that I wasn't really expecting. Stevie being the killer, you kind of start putting pieces together. She was my early prediction of ooh, maybe her, just because she wasn't the two main girls or one of the main guys that I knew was going to be offed pretty quickly. So just kind of on bare bones predictions, she's who I thought. But then when it was revealed, I was like, oh, fun, cool, I like that. I also thought the movie was smart for putting a bunch of red herrings where you're like, oh, it's that guy, oh, it's the cop, oh, it's this, it's the pastor. I love that they really did try to play with you a little bit there. So I really do appreciate that the movie tried to make a mystery, and I was solving along with it. But then when we got the reveal of Stevie, it works. I love when she ripped off the thing of that little fisherman outfit is hot. I'm done with it. I'm just gonna kill you girls. I liked that. And again, I liked Ray being revealed and the end and how Julie gives him the what are you waiting for. It's so good. Like, I was like hooting and hollering. It was such a great moment, and it was such a good kind of slasher vibe, a good legacy sequel moment. Like, we homage to the past by having these characters here, but as Julie says, fuck nostalgia. Like, nostalgia's overrated. We are going to move into the future, and I just thought that the way they executed this was a great like translation of that. It was a good way of giving us the past, but also moving us forward with new characters. The way Danica and Ava made it to the end, and I liked them on the beach. I just really had a good time with the last act of this movie. I thought was just a blast. It was fun. It was stupid. It was weird. It was crazy. It was exactly what I wanted from this. But there was one moment in the middle of this movie that I was like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. Sarah Michelle Gellar has been lying to us for months. She said she was not in this movie. Well, surprise, she is. Yes, she's not like returning as Helen Shivers in a unalive sense. She's definitely dead. She's serving here as like a dream sequence for Danica's character, who is, she basically is the new Helen Shivers. So Helen Shivers come in and be like, girl, what you did was bad. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to my friends, blah, blah, blah. It's great. Sarah Michelle Gellar's acting here was good. Did I love the CGI melting of her face, blah, blah, blah? No, it wasn't my favorite effect. And they definitely felt like they put a light filter on all of this to make everyone look gorgeous. But I don't know, Sarah Michelle Gellar really doesn't need help. She looks amazing. She's so good. Just seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar here, hearing the reaction of my audience where people were gasping, people were cheering, like, it was so cool, and it's such a good moment. And as a longtime Sarah Michelle Gellar fan, I'm a Buffy fan, I'm a Scooby-Doo fan, I've seen The Grudge, I remember Southland Tales, I've been here forever with Sarah Michelle Gellar. So to see her get this moment where people were so happy to see her character return, it's so cool. And I felt that they did it great. Like, I wasn't happy if Helen Shivers would have secretly been alive the whole time. Like, girl, we saw her on ice. She was as dead could be. So to bring her back in this way is a great little bit of fan service. That does not need to be an insult. Fan service doesn't need to be something we're scared of. I'm a fan. I want to be serviced to. Tell me something I like. Hold something shiny in front of my face and be like, see, isn't this cool? I'm going to go, it is cool. It works for comic book fans. It works for me as a horror movie fan. So the Helen Shivers stuff was great. It was fun. It was just a campy little fun dream sequence that just worked well. Like, they could take that out of the movie and it wouldn't hurt the movie, but for me, it definitely helped the movie. It gave me a character I wanted to see as well. It also gave the Danica character a kind of come to Jesus moment, her really realizing of like, this is my future. This was going to happen to me. It was great. It was so smart. It was just, again, exactly what I wanted to see from this movie, and just stuff like that really brought it over the top for me. But what really helped this movie go over the top for me, what helped it like land that hard 4-star review that I gave it, oh my goodness, Brandy is back. Look, I'm from the 90s. Moesha, that was my girl. I loved that show so much. And I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Yes, it's not as good as the original film, but it's fun. It's stupid. Jack Black's in it. And Brandy. Carla, she's one of the few black characters in a horror movie to she doesn't die first. She makes it to the end. She survives. That was awesome to see. So the whole time I'm like, okay, where's Carla? Where's Carla? The PR person before the movie said, hey, make sure you guys stay to the end of the movie. And I'm like, okay, cool, post-credit scene. We're probably going to reveal what happened with the new killer. Great. Oh, we're at Carla's house. Carla's watching the news, and she was like, someone's always trying to kill my girl. Love that. It was great. It was so funny. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's just a good little stinger. Oh, Julie's here. Oh, Julie's recruiting her. What? And when she's like, who we gonna have to mess up? Like, it was so damn good. I was so ecstatic. Like, that's where I said this movie won me over. Like, it was, again, a perfect way to homage the past, to bring us back to something we all know and love. But now I'm like, but where's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer Part 2? Where's I Know What You Did Last Summer Again? Whatever we're going to title it, what are we going to do? Because I want to see it now. I want to see these girls and these women team up together to kick some ass. Stevie's going to come back and maybe find Will, Ben's son's grandson. Who knows? But I'm there for that. Whatever we're going to do, like, I have faith. Like, this movie has given me faith in these films, in this franchise, in seeing more from this. Just because, I know, it's so stupid, just because seeing, like, Brandy gave you faith? Yes, because this director knew exactly what we wanted. She knew that we were hungry for a Brandy return. She survived. How are you going to leave her out of this? She didn't, and she gave her a special moment as well. I loved it. I was waiting for Brandy to kind of have her comeback. She was in, what, The Front Room last year or something? Not a good film, but it was good enough. You know what? Catherine Hunter and Brandy together, I'll be fine with it. But this, she looked great. She sounded great. She felt great. I want to see her kick some fisherman hooked ass. Like, that is exactly what I want to see. Again, this movie just touched on things that I'm like, I didn't know I wanted that. I didn't know I needed this, but you gave it to me, and I gave it to me in a good way. Again, I just feel so, I love to compare movies to food. I'm full. This was a complete meal. I'm good for movies for a little bit. I won't even watch a movie for the rest of the week, it feels like. I'm just so content with this. I would watch this movie again this weekend. That's the movie I would watch. I would watch this movie again because I had such a good time with it. It's the way that they captured the legacy stuff, which I talk about in my traditional review. It's all of the fun new stuff that they added. I love the kills. I love the new characters. It's great. But my goodness, you give me that Helen Shivers moment. You give me that Carla moment, and I am sold, and I'm going to be a fan for life. In what I thought was going to be the throwaway legacy sequel of the year, we get, what, 1 or 2 of these a year where they're just like bringing back an old IP and a sequel that really no one asked for. I was expecting not the worst, but I wasn't expecting to love it as much as this was, like as much as I did here. Wow, what a movie, what a good time. I had such a good time doing my traditional review and just getting to some spoilers, just getting to do stuff like, you know what, it was hurting me is I can't talk about this movie yet. The embargo is lifting like a day after I see this, or like 12 hours or whatever, how many hours after I see this movie, that's when the embargo lifts. So I can't tell my friends. I want them to see it on their own. I've seen it early. So my goodness, I was so happy to record this spoiler conversation to get into all of these details with you all. Because again, we saw something, we experienced something with I Know What You Did Last Summer. Even if you didn't like it, I want to know what your thoughts. Did you like the legacy stuff? Did you think that was good? What did you think of the Helen Shiver scene? What did you think of maybe the potential second movie with Brandy coming back? What are your thoughts? Like, you know, even if you didn't, again, love what this movie offered up, did you like those kind of fan servicey moments? Because I know I did. All right, guys, that is it for my spoiler conversation for the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. I loved this. I had such a good time. Oh my goodness. I love when a movie gets me this like naturally high, when I'm this pumped and ready to go. It is exactly what I wanted to see. All right, guys, make sure you guys leave your comments down below. What was your favorite moment in the movie? What did you think of the Ray reveal? I know that's going to be hotly contested in the slasher world, but what did you think of that? What did you think of the movie? What did you think of my spoiler review? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and give us a thumbs up because YouTube takes those way too seriously. All right, guys, let's talk about in spoiler discussion mode. Let's talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer right down below.